With Prismatic Evolutions finally dropped, we are now running into another major issue. We're not only dealing with scalpers overcharging for Prismatic Evolutions, now we are also dealing with the box stores overcharging for Prismatic Evolutions, and I think this is absolutely ridiculous. So we got some cards that we're going to open today, and we're also going to have a discussion about this. Let's get into this. So with all these issues going on right now with Prismatic Evolutions and Surging Sparks, it seems like the only cards that I'm actually able to get right now are these Japanese ones of Surging Sparks, and even the Terastal Festival are still kind of high priced at $100 a box right now, but at least with Terastal Festival you are guaranteed to at least get one special art rare out of it, so that's actually not too bad. But we're going to go ahead and open up the Super Electric Breaker, or half the Surging Sparks, today while we go ahead and discuss what's going on. So with Prismatic finally actually being released yesterday to everybody, I was actually able to go to one store and find Prismatic Evolutions for a decent price. It was actually going for MSRP at $50 for an ETB. The only issue with it is, since they were in such short supply right now, I was only actually able to get one ETB from them, but at least I got it for $50. That's not bad. I was able to pick up another one today for $65. That was good. And I also picked up a couple different Terastal Festivals, opened those up, got some pretty decent cards out of that. But today we are doing these Japanese cards. Some of them are easy to open, some of these are hard to open. Terastal Festivals just like open really easily. These ones just not so much. Anyways, these are the Japanese versions of half of Surging Sparks. So let's go ahead and have a discussion about what's going on right now in the Pokemon world with Prismatic Evolutions that just came out. Like, number one, they're hard to get. And number two, all these big box stores that are selling them are selling these things for pretty much scalper prices. Like, I went on Walmart.com and they are selling Prismatic Evolutions for, I think the cheapest one that I saw was $140, and they're like, we done sale from $150. Okay, you want to say that's a sale? It's a $50 box that you're selling for $134, so it's not really on sale, but whatever you say. But one of the biggest issues that we're having right now, I know that a lot of people want to blame the scalpers and the investors and all that wonderful jizzy jazz. The main issue that we're having with Prismatic Evolutions right now isn't really per se the scalpers, even though we are having a massive issue with them because they know there's such short supply and they're taking advantage of it. But the main reason why is Pokemon. There's an A-Spec trainer. That's pretty. But Pokemon is the number one issue that we're having right now. They did not print very many of the most anticipated set that there is. Why? Well, from what I've heard is, I guess there was some issues with the printing process, which caused them to have very, very short supplies of Prismatic Evolutions, and they could really only send out what they could send out. And that was the big issue. Supposedly they're going to be having this big, massive drop soon. I really hope so, because I would like to get a hold of some more ETBs than just the ones that I have right now, because I would like to actually hold on to them for a very long time. And I'm kind of hoping that they're going to be like the Evolving Skies in 5-6 years. It's going to be $400, $500, $600 for an ETB. That would be nice. Now, it's one thing when a set is really old. When you get a set that's 4, 5, 6, 7 years old, whatever, hi Dragon. But when you get a set that's obviously out of print, and they're going for 100 in ETB up to 600-700 in ETB, that's understandable when they're out of print. But Prismatic Evolutions just came out yesterday, and these things are going just for ridiculous amounts of money. Not everybody can afford to pay these prices that these people are wanting for Prismatic Evolutions, 130, 200, and with the Pokemon Center ETBs, you're looking at $250, $300, $400 for an ETB. And like Cofagrigus, I've always liked Cofagrigus. I don't know why, but I just always liked Cofagrigus. But people just don't have, especially in today's economy right now, people don't have $300-$400 to buy a Pokemon Center ETB. It's just unheard of right now. And the problem with Pokemon Center is they need to figure out a way to block bots. Jeez, this pack does not want to open. But Pokemon Center needs to find a way to block bots from purchasing stuff off their stores, because to be totally honest, all these bots that are jumping on Pokemon Center and buying up all the product before anybody else gets a chance to, because it's such a very limited supply that they actually do have, I don't think it's right. I think bots should be banned. I really do. Like, if you're not there in person on the website, jumping on there, getting the products yourself, you shouldn't be able to purchase it. We were having this issue a while ago with the 30 series cards back in 2020 when those came out, and people had set up all their bots. Milo tick. But people had set up all their bots to buy up all the 30 series cards so nobody else could get them, and then putting 3070s on eBay for $1,200, $1,300, $1,400. It is, you know, whatever people could take advantage of to make a quick buck, they will do. And it's sad when it comes to things like Pokemon. Like, it's not just a collector thing. It's not. You get little kids that want to play this game. You get adults that still play this game. You get people that are just in this for getting master sets. Like, I have completed 2 master sets right now, a Silver Tempest and Twilight Masquerade. But you get a large majority of people that specifically want to do Pokemon for either collecting or actually playing. And now we're having all these people jump into this hobby right now, and so the Japanese one actually has that Magneton in its box. That is the promo Magneton that you get in the ETB. So the Japanese one, that's actually one of the special art rares, or art rares. That's just an art rare, yeah, right at the bottom there, 112, 106 art rare. That's kind of cool. I mean, I've got multiple of those with all the ETBs of Surging Sparks that I bought, but I did not know that that Magneton was in the Japanese set. I mean, I don't really dabble in Japanese. The only reason why I'm even doing Japanese is because you just can't really get a hold of the English ones. But so the big issue that we're having right now is all these people that are now jumping in and jumping into the Pokemon scene right now that don't even give a hoot about Pokemon. They're specifically only doing it just so that way they can make a quick buck. And it aggravates me. It does. Even though I'm a half collector, half, I guess, half sealed collector, half master set collector, put it that way. But like, we went to one of my local card stores yesterday, there early in the morning, to get the to get the Prismatic Evolutions. We were there early in the morning. I was luckily the first one there. Guy comes out. Oh, we only got 4 ETBs. Oh, cool. Got that Pikachu in there. There's one of the Pikachus in this. The art rare. RR. I don't know what RR is. I know that it's IR in English. It's not illustration rare. Full art. This is the full art in the English version. It's kind of cool. This box actually has some decent stuff in it. But anyways, so we get there and I'm standing there and the place opened up at 10 o'clock in the morning. I had been standing there since just a little bit before 9 o'clock. I mean, sorry, not before, but after 9 o'clock. It was like 9:05, 9:06 that I got there and I stood in line. And then about 9:55, this mom pulls up with 3 of her little kids there. And there's already this big line of people waiting to go in there and get the Prismatic Evolutions. And she's got these little kids standing out there in dang near sub-zero temperature. 2 of her kids end up running back to the car to go sit in the car and keep warm while her oldest child stood there with her in line. And then the guy comes out and he's like, oh, we only got 4 ETBs. We got 3 binder collections. We got 1 poster and something else. I don't remember. But they stood in line with us, and by the time everybody got in the doors when they finally opened it, I'm first in line, so of course I grab an ETB. And the 3 people behind me, they grabbed their ETBs, and this kid felt bad for him. But this kid, probably 8 or 9 years old, maybe 10. Yeah, by the time he finally gets to the counter, all of the Prismatic is gone, and there's nothing there. And you can tell the look on his face that he's just bummed out about it. And this one guy just looks at him, and bless his soul, guy looks at him, and he had a binder collection. He looks at the kid, and he hands the kid the binder collection and walks out the store. So there definitely is humanity left in the world, because that was very nice of that guy to hand over his binder collection to that kid that had been waiting out there. Now, I mean, he wasn't waiting very long, but it was nice to see somebody actually have a heart. I mean, I guess I didn't, because I knew that these things were going to be $200-300 online, and if I can get one, oh my god! Oh, nice. The special rare Pikachu. So we got the full art Pikachu and the illustration rare Pikachu out of this box. Wow, man, that is cool. That is really, really nice. Well, so anyways, it was just nice to see somebody that just handed their stuff over. We've all been waiting for Prismatic Evolutions. That's the last pack right there. But we've all been waiting for Prismatic Evolutions, and to see somebody, oh, here you go, here, just take my binder set, and then the guy walk out the store with absolutely nothing. It was nice to see somebody actually do that for a kid that's obviously gonna go home and he's gonna, shred this box open and open all these packs. And I'll be honest, I kind of hope that kid pulled the Umbreon out of it. I don't know what I got because I'm not opening mine. The issue that we're having is not really fully per se Pokemon. Sorry, not Pokemon, the scalpers. It's Pokemon. They're not printing enough of this highly anticipated product. They're not. They need to print more of it. This is just ridiculous that there's such a very, very small amount of Prismatic Evolutions when they know that this is the most anticipated set to come out so far. So I really, really hope that what they're saying is true, and Pokemon has got all their printers going 150%, and we're getting all these Prismatic and all these Surgings, and we're gonna put them all out there in this big, huge drop. I really hope so, because number one, that's going to cause all the prices to just collapse and allow a lot more people to be able to get the Prismatic Evolutions. But it's also going to stop a lot of these scalpers that went in there and bought everything up day one, and hopefully they lose a lot of money on this and they walk away from Pokemon and go back to buying up their Nvidia cards instead of buying all the Pokemon. Anyways, this has been fun. I actually really did like opening these. I do have another box of Super Electric Breaker that I plan on opening. I also have a 151 Japanese edition that I plan on possibly opening. I don't know, because those ones are really starting to get very pricey. something that I'm gonna look into. But yeah, this has been fun. Hope we had a good talk right here, and hopefully Pokemon really starts changing exactly how much product they put out, because this cannot keep happening. This has happened now with Surging Sparks and Prismatic Evolutions, where the prints were so small they were gone by most of the scalpers before most people could even get a hold of them. But yeah, so thanks for watching this. Subscribe, like if you want to, and check in the next one. The only ones that I can really come by that are decently priced are these Japanese Surging Sparks. The only minor problem with it is they were in such short supply that the only issue with it is they were in such short supply. Jesus. The only Jesus.